So as some of you may know, the Samsung Galaxy S20 is by far one of the best phones that Samsung's ever made. And every time I pick up this phone, and even more recently in the last couple of months, whenever I went ahead and compared this particular phone against even the latest generation Samsung Galaxies, Google Pixels, or the iPhones, it's still shocking how good of a job Samsung did back in 2020 with this particular phone. And there's a couple key reasons why. The first thing, the display of the Samsung Galaxy S20 is still top tier. This is still one of the best panels Samsung's ever made, and ever since then, they've kind of taken a weirder approach with their base model iPhones, but in this particular case, this was one of the last times that on their base S20 or S series of phones, they gave it almost the same type of display as the Ultras. If you remember, this phone had that 1440p 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED display, 120 Hz as well. Very good panel. It was a hole punch display too, and this was a very big deal in my opinion, because before this, the S10 was a very big upgrade. It's very rare that you have two very big upgrade phones side by side. The S22 to the S23, not that big of an upgrade, but the S9 to the S10 massive, and the S10 to the S20 was massive as well. So the S20 was giving you that type of amazing display, and it was a curved display as well. One of the last times we got a curved display on the cheaper S series of phones, which was a pretty big deal for me. Now, everything else about this phone, like triple camera setup, USB-C, glass back, you would expect that from a phone like this. Honestly, it was very surprising the S21 had a plastic back, so I'm not even too sure why they did that. But the biggest thing, in my opinion, the reason why this phone is still so important for a lot of people is that micro SD card slot. This was one of the last Samsung phones from the S series of devices to basically bring you that, micro SD card slot. Now, although this phone did remove the headphone jack, I'm glad that they didn't go ahead and remove the headphone jack and the micro SD card slot. The Samsung Galaxy S6 from 2015 did all that at the same time, which is a very dumb thing for them to do. So with something like the, Samsung Galaxy S20, I was extremely, extremely happy that Samsung didn't go ahead and remove that type of capability. So the fact that this phone has an amazing display and a micro SD card slot is actually very surprising for me. But another very big thing that they ended up doing here too was that they actually gave us an extra year of software updates on this particular phone, which was something that was very cool. For them to give us this type of capability was amazing. And I, for one, like I said before, was very happy that they ended up doing this because that ended up giving us a little bit more capability from that specific standpoint. So, in my opinion, every time I pick up the Galaxy S20, I'm still shocked, and I still think it's a very, very good phone for sure. I wouldn't recommend buying it, but it's still a shocking phone in my opinion. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.